All right, we got Moosey Boy breaking the law on the 50-foot line. Food, always food, right? So look, I'm gonna kind of talk to one of my new puppies. They he kind of gets car sick, and they want to take him to the parks. So I want to say you guys a lot, right? And by you guys, I mean Max people. So they live right next to the high school. What I would do is I would walk over to the high school, use the high school like the park, right? It's a big wide open space. Now you got to be on a long line, and I would start on a 20 foot or a 30 foot, and you're just going to do this right here. See how he's following me? Now it looks really easy because we've done this a lot. He's been here for 2 months, right? So he's had a lot of work, right? But you're just going to walk. Anytime he follows you, you're going to give him a piece of food and a pat on the butt. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten the distance. I might have to do this with his leash because even if I shorten the distance, I don't think we had a rough walk up here. There's a lot of there was the most. He's not a big fan of the right. Oh, good boy, right? And you're gonna do what's called walk the other way. You're gonna give him food. You're gonna pat him, and you're gonna walk this way, right? Now this is gonna go into your leash walking too, right? So if it hits pressure, you keep going. I don't care what he's doing. If there's leash pressure, he's got to follow you. Now he gets past you. Hey, leave it. I got my toy over there. Good boy. Right? So, yeah, this is going to be hard to show you. Anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to walk one way, and he's going to, if he comes by you and doesn't look at you, you're going to try to just touch him. Right? And then he's going to go off. If he hits the pressure, you're going the other way, right? Good boy. Right? And then you walk this way. Right? And then when he walks past you, like that, you walk the other way, you let him hit that pressure. I don't know if you can tell if I'm too far out, but I'm not doing anything with my arms. What's happening is the reason he hits that pressure is because he's not paying attention to me. So what happens is they start paying attention to you, right? The way you're walking. You food him and pat him, and walk the other way, right? If he stops, he's got to follow the leash pressure. Now the leash is going to go in between their legs. It's kind of annoying, right? I got too close to the thing, so I got to go this way. If he follows you, you feed him, right? Now with the puppy and in the new place, he's going to be trying to go. It's kind of hard to get. He's going to try to go this way, right? Your puppy is going to keep on going. So I thought maybe I would get it with him, right? If he follows you, you give him food, right? He's gonna forget about you and go that way. You're gonna go this way. Does that make sense? He's gonna hit the leash pressure, and what you're gonna do is you don't have there's none of that on this exercise. We gotta teach him to follow you to start with, right? So see, I got him only on like 10. This is a 50-foot line. I've got him about 10 foot, and he's following me because we've done it so much. So what I'm gonna try to do I'm going to try to do it on the leash just so you see, which also I might not get because we walked up here, right? So we've already been walking for 10 minutes, right? So you're going to walk. He's going to forget about you and go that way. You're going this way. You don't do nothing. Good boy. Right? So this is your heel drills. You're going to do on a long line. Once he hits that and he's going to start following you without hitting the leash pressure eventually, right? Maybe not even the first day. The first day, it might be all like, bam, he hits the leash pressure and then he comes running. So, but eventually he's going to get to where in that 20 foot or that 30 foot, he's going to get used to that point and he's going to start looking at about 19 and a half foot because he knows that's going to come. Now, they can't tell distance, but there's just something about it that they end up knowing that they're that far away from you, right? So, right, good boy, right? So it's walk the other way. Boom, leash pressure. You're not doing nothing. He follows the leash pressure. He comes by you. You can give him a pat. You walk the other way. Here's the leash pressure. Right? He comes next to you. You give him food, a pat, whatever. He turns with you. Now we can go 1, 2. Right? We can give him more. If he turns with you, you're going to give him more. Right? Because we want him turning with us. So if he turns with us, I can give him 1, 2, 3, right? If he doesn't turn with me, just when he comes next to me, like right here. If he comes next to me, now I can give him 1, right? So what's going to happen there? He's going to be like, oh, dude, when I turn right with him, I get 3 pieces of hot dogs. 3 pieces of hot dogs is better than 1 piece of hot dog, right? So that's your exercise for new environments, right? It's walk the other way. You walk one way, and it's uh, walk one way. As soon as he isn't paying attention to you when he's walking that way, you're gonna turn and go the other way. Hey, leave it. Good boy. Right? And he's gonna hit the leash pressure. It's okay. It's no big deal. You don't have to do any kind of corrections. This is strictly. It's been explained. Basically, he's correcting himself, right? Because he's not paying attention. Like right here, he hits the leash pressure. You stand still. If you go with him to go to the smell while the leash pressure is on, hey, leave it. Good boy. So here's the other part, right? If he's going to smell something and there's pressure created, if you walk with it, I think we talked about this in the front yard, but if you walk with it, you're reinforcing that light pulling. That light pulling is going to turn into big pulling later on. When he's a bigger boy, right? So if he's going this way to smell something, he creates pressure. You're going to stand there and not do anything. When he backs off that pressure, you can help him out if it's taking too long. Good, right? Then you can reward that, and then now we can go to smell what you want to smell, right? But you don't want to go with it. Or if you have extra space, you can just let him have the leash, right? Depending on what length of the leash you're doing. Usually I start with the long, and then I work in closer to get to leash work, right? So there's that.